Good morning, everyone. As we wind down 2015 and we look forward to ringing in the new year, we are joined by Dr. Tracey Wilen this morning to talk about Tracey's hiring trends and predictions for 2016. Good morning, Tracey.
Oh, good morning, Lisa. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming back to talk to us. It's always so great talking to you about all the job predictions and hiring trends. You are on a whirlwind corporate speaking tour right now on the topic of 21st century careers. One of your stops, lucky for us, is here at the Jersey Shore. Tracey, by the way, folks, is a prominent thought leader on the impact of technology on society, work, and careers. Her latest book is titled Employed for Life, 21st Century Career Trends. Tracey, why don't you and I start off with what you call a senior sensation? That should be a band, right? 1 in 3 Americans this is crazy. 1 in 3 Americans is now 50 or older.
That's right, Lisa. Aging is big business. In fact, globally, it's about a $7.1 trillion business. And what that means, I was looking at the census for New Jersey. In a population of around 9 million, 33% are over the age of 50, 19% over the age of 60, almost 10% over the age of 70, and 4% over the age of 80. But what's really interesting about New Jersey is that your 60-plus is your fastest growing segment. And actually, aging is all about segmentation today because we're at a tipping point in North America where we're actually more older than younger, and that means, to me, jobs, right? Whether we're the young old of 65 to 74, the old of 74 to 84, or the oldest old of 85 plus, and each segment has requirements.
Now, you mentioned senior living spaces. We'll start off with that. And by the way, maybe that's why we see every other commercial is a Cialis commercial on top.
Oh, that's right. So each group has different living requirements, whether it is the adult community, 50 plus, 60 plus, 70 plus, assisted living, where we need medical support, or many seniors actually just want to age at home and bring in services. This, to me, means all kinds of jobs. You know, you may be a real estate agent and you can reinvent yourself as a real estate agent for the retired, or a financial planner who can reinvent yourself as a financial planner for the retired, or a personal trainer who reinvented himself as a personal trainer for people with Parkinson's. So whenever I see a big trend like that, I say there's always jobs behind it and something for us to think about.
So what other services are provided by us aging?
So if you think about it, in every segment, so in the living spaces, you're going to have hospitality requirements, home help requirements, cleaning requirements, landscaping requirements. So all of those areas will have increased demand. Drivers. In wellness and fitness, our baby boomers are changing the norm for retirement. They want to be healthy, so they're driving the demand for physical therapists, occupational therapists, registered nurses, personal trainers, caregivers, you name it. Every segment has these different requirements that we need to attend to and find people to fill.
You also point out that seniors have a lot more time and they use it to enjoy a variety of hobbies and activities. They really are. And there's a lot more for them to do nowadays, too. And you mentioned travel and pet ownership are 2 activities that are driving market spending and potential employment opportunities.
Yes, that's right. And this, again, is our baby boomer segment. Our generation, the baby boomers, are just transforming retirement. When you retire and you're not working, you have more time on your hands. But the baby boomers are saying, I'm not going to stay at home. I'm going to do something with my time. And they are traveling. AARP, which is the American Association of Retired People, so that travel alone will grow 36% over the next 10 years. And that will increase from our retirees 8 million more domestic travelers and 4 million more foreign travelers. They also noted that our retired travelers actually spend more than our employed travelers. So it's a segment that will drive hospitality, restaurants, tourism, shopping, bus travel, cruise line travel, airfare. So you think of all the associated travel linked to, all the jobs linked to travel. The other one is pet ownership. Our millennials have been the group that has driven pet ownership, but our baby boomers, now that they have time on their hands, are almost like, with the empty nest. They're filling their empty nest and their time with lovable animals. And so they're driving this new boom of really pet ownership that will last through their entire retirement. Well, as soon as I see a trend like that, you start to think about what kind of jobs are actually created by this. We have pet retail stores, vets, medical care, grooming, housing, and even, pet walkers. And so, I encourage people that look at the trends, listen to the news, read the headlines, watch TV, watch the trends, because this is where the jobs are going to be and are in initial stages, and it's a great time to get involved. And actually, one of the segments that's growing is really franchising, but it's home health care franchising. It's people who are dedicating their time to helping our seniors because they need a lot of, as you say, a lot of services. They need to formalize it. They have the money to pay for it. You can't always rely on a family member. My goodness, if you have bad weather, you may not get your driveway shoveled for weeks. So this is more of a formal way of actually servicing our senior community.
We are speaking with Dr. Tracey Wilen this morning, hiring trends and predictions for 2016. The seniors are the ones who, even though Social Security hasn't been increased in a couple of years, it's our generation that seems to be bogged down, and the younger generation with all their college expenses. So there's a bunch of jobs for seniors that we could provide for them. And really, they're not, sitting home. Like you said, they are traveling. They are enjoying travel. I think they're having a little more fun than we are right now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Tracey, let's talk security. Something we hear about every day is security. Is that a safe bet with jobs, and why?
Yes, Lisa. I say that sadly, security is a safe bet. It is in the news every day. Just to go back to why I watch the news to see where the jobs are being created. Every day terrorism is in the news these days. Physical security, protection, cybersecurity, networks getting hacked, data security. In fact, the debates, the presidential debates were focused on security, and quite frankly, I think your governor is the one candidate who really is putting a focus on security. Perhaps it's proximity. Perhaps it's because so many issues, had developed out in New York and with 9/11, but it's top of mind. And when something is top of mind and in the news every day, you know that there are jobs behind it. So let's just take a look at the job market in security. Counterterrorism jobs, $61 billion market by 2024. And in fact, New York City, in this past November, created a counterterrorism squad. This has not existed ever before. They're starting with 100 people and growing it to 500 people. And you immediately might think it's police force, but it isn't. It's all types of skills. It's people who can understand forensic data, bomb detection, nuclear experts, chemical warfare. And then it moves into physical security, security guards. Private security is doubling and tripling over the next few years because people are nervous. But in general, physical security and protection is a $244 billion business by 2016. And then you have cybersecurity. We need ethical hackers, people who can protect our data and our identity and our networks. And that's a $170 billion business by 2020. So when you see it in the news every day, you know that there's jobs being created because we have to protect our people.
When you talk about all these jobs and someone, is in college and you say job opportunities will be in numerous sectors such as water, gas, retail, education, in government. And as technology advances, of course, more jobs created. But you say multiple types of jobs will be accessible for those with minimal to advanced education. What do you mean by minimal education?
That's right. So by 2017, about 2.5 million new middle-skill jobs are expected to be created. These are people, the infrastructure does not go away, and I think people need to realize that. We still need plumbers, carpenters, electricians, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, right? We need repair people. Just think about a day in your life and how hard it is to get someone. Well, on a broader level, there are even higher-paying skilled jobs. These are from $50,000 a year and up, or $25 an hour and up. And this is in the infrastructure. We need people for the subways, electric, refineries, oil and gas, train track repairs, electricians, telecommunications. All of these areas are increasingly needing people to work on them, to be skilled in them, and actually, in addition now, protect them. So these are jobs that are increasing and not going away, and you actually don't need a college degree for this. You just need to get skilled. You might have to pass some certifications or tests or get trained by the companies. And I think these are great jobs for people who are searching for something that didn't have the ability or wherewithal to go to college.
Right. And you aren't saddled with the thousands and thousands of college debt. We are speaking to Tracey Wilen this morning. We're going to take a little break. And when we come back, Tracey, I want to talk about some artificial intelligence, the trendy technology on the way. I'm going to talk about drones and blue-collar skilled workers. We'll be right back.